course, most households do plan their meals. In fact, some of them even go so far as to have set meal times. We only have meal times in this household for dinner, which is 6 p.m. sharp. Be there or go hungry. Your choice. There's a problem, of course, in that you may not feel hungry. You may be outside of your feeding window because other planning didn't go well, or you had to work late, or whatever. Or you're compensating for previous indulgence or expected indulgence. Say it's the holidays. You may want to skip a few. Or you may have just run out of scheduled time whatsoever, and you just have no time to do anything except grab something, shove it in your face, and get out the door or whatever. Get somewhere. So you have no option but to hit fast food. Even then, even in a non-keto household, you too can stay keto. Pick your protein and your cooking method. If you want just plain, flash fried, whatever, ask for that and see if you get it. You may or may not. Pick your green vegetable, perhaps a salad, use your own dressing, or some other green vegetable pickle. Pickle will work. And then just skip all other carbs. Just, you can keep the lettuce, onion, tomato, but no sauce. You can ask for food with no sauce. At most fast food restaurants, you can ask for whatever you want. You pay the same price, even though you're getting less, but you can ask for it. But, no bun. Make sure it's real cheese. Or you can ask for no cheese. Yes, you can go and eat at McDonald's. Yeah, you can. I've seen a keto guy do it. He asked for a plain hamburger, no bun, and then he asked for a green salad, and he brought his own salad dressing. So, he was perfectly fine. And naturally, of course, water or Diet Coke, one or the other. Coffee is fine. As long as it's black, there's nothing in it. But if you're going to plan your meals, you follow the same format. For each day, you pick your protein. To prevent boredom or coming in, you have, say, chicken on Tuesday. And Thursday, when the fresh fish arrive at the shop, you get your fresh fish. And then bacon and pork belly, maybe. Pork belly, yum, yum. You can have pizza without the crust. You can have cheesecake without the crust, as long as you're using sweetener, of course, instead of sugar. You can have roast beef. Just being careful about the gravy. Put some salt on it. Salt prevents the keto flu. Thought everybody knew that. And yet everybody's asking, oh, the keto flu, it's so terrible. Honey, child, you ran out of salt. That's all. Easy peasy Japanesey. So, excuse me a moment. Garçon! Please.
I got a blister on my finger. It severely impacted my play.
I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah, it was very embarrassing.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
welcome.
Speaking of, just made me thirsty. Diet Coke, yes. In any case, you pick your meats in rotation to make sure you get a variety. You pick your green vegetable, hot, cold, salad, or not. And since I'm in a non-keto household, potatoes, rice, pasta, noodles, you know, the drill. Maybe some bread. And since I can't make any of those things in keto versions, not being much of a baker, I'm afraid. Sorry. We don't happen to have a keto shop real nearby, so I can't do that either. So, in any case, you pick your carb for everybody else. And then you just make sure you don't put any of it on your plate. And of course, the rule goes, non-keto people don't tease keto people. That would be very naughty. So you can't do it. Because then mama gets irate. And if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. You know all that rule, don't we? Mm-hmm. And you do this on a rotational basis. If they want fruit, they can have fruit. You don't. You can make your own homemade ice cream, of course, which is not difficult at all. And it can be done without refrigeration. You don't have to have a freezer if you have a tub of ice. Yes, it works. The earliest ice cream recipe was England at 1630. So, yeah, no refrigeration. They had ice. Any case, that's how you do it. You resist all temptation. Why? Because you get more green vegetable and you get a bigger slice of meat. Naturally, you eat the fat that's on the meat, if there is fat on the meat. And if you are smart, you also muscle your way through the gristle and gnaw on the bones as well. Because you have extra minerals, and then, of course, gristle's collagen, so you need some of that. Especially if you're an old biddy like myself. So you have to just grind away at it, then eat it up. And by the time you muscle your way through an 8-ounce steak, you don't want to eat anymore. That's right. So, dessert, we haven't had dessert for quite some time. Maybe a little bit of keto mousse or keto ice cream, something like that. For snacks, keto cottage cheese, keto cream cheese. Just cut off a hunk and eat it. Don't be so persnickety. Really, hunk of cheese. You can make your own peanut butter, which would be keto. If peanuts were entirely keto, which they're not quite, so you may want to stick to almond butter or pecan butter. Yes. Any case, those you can make if you happen to have a food processor that can handle chopping nuts or a nut grinder of some variety. So it's relatively easy. Just get it on paper. That way, whoever wakes up in the morning takes out from the freezer whatever the hunk of meat is that you're planning to have that day, throws it into the fridge, and then before dinner, when it's time to cook, around about 4:30, you throw it together, or you pop it as soon as you get up into the slow cooker, and there you go, off and running. So it's relatively easy, and then you only have to shop once a week to get it all done. So it fits much more easily into one's schedule than if you have to shop every single day on your way home from work, which really gets annoying after a while, especially if you commute and that tailback was 20 miles long. And then you finally get home and find out that you also forgot something. So, why put yourself through that stress and set apart one day a week to do a weekly shop with the list and the money available and everything all good to go? This is fine. You can do it. That doesn't mean you have to cook it all at once. These people who go and say, well, on Sunday afternoon, I just make 7 of the same meals. Why? I mean, 2 hours a night to cook something, it doesn't sound hard. And if you have a slow cooker and you're going to cook something for eons, that's not difficult. And you weren't planning to go anywhere that evening, were you? So yes, after dinner, you throw everything in the machine to get it washed up. Hand wash whatever needs done. And then you throw the pork belly prepared, spice it all up, wrap it tightly, and shove it in the oven for 5 hours at 200 degrees. That's not difficult. You're in the family room right over there watching TV, so yeah, it's okay to have the thing going. So, not a problem. You can watch your programs and cook at the same time. When you have machines, it makes it a lot easier. So, that's how we do it here. We do one weekly shop. We have a set meal time, set cook times. Everybody gets input on the menu, and that's that. And no, we don't have things like tacos. Well, we do, but you don't get the shell. They give you yours in a bowl, which is fine by me. I hope this helps. Welcome to Keto. Thank you for watching, and please come again.